Trauma comes to school. Angry Ankit's story. Ankit is a 16-year-old boy in grade 9. He goes to a residential school. He was recently caught for taking foodstuffs, stationery, and other objects from a store near the school. The CCTV footage proved that he had taken things from there. He had been taking other children's snacks and food, also their pencils and personal belongings, from them over the last few years since he was 12 years old. He's also known at school for becoming angry quickly and snatching play objects and other things from his classmates. When the school principal called and shouted at him, he became increasingly aggressive and got into a major fight with some other children in his class. Some teachers felt that he should be suspended or expelled. Ankit lost his mother at an early age when he was about 6 years old. His father remarried, but his new mother did not take much care of him. She seldom talked to him, often shouted at him, and never responded when he asked her for food or other things he needed. It was her idea and insistence that Ankit be sent off to boarding school. Over time, his father gradually stopped calling Ankit and also stopped visiting him at school. Ankit hates to go home for holidays, and his teachers report that his aggressive behaviors become worse nearer the holidays. How do we understand Ankit's emotions and behaviors at school? Let us begin by understanding Ankit's behaviors of taking things that did not belong to him and of taking these things from other children by force. Where do these come from? Ankit lost a possibly loving mother at an early age. The loss of a primary attachment figure, such as she was to him, represents the loss of everything to a child. Loss of love, safety, and protection. This must have created feelings of insecurity. When his father decided to remarry, in all probability he did not consult or involve Ankit in this decision. This is likely to have made Ankit feel rejected, left out, and unloved. Then, given that he had a difficult relationship with his new mother, wherein he could not trust her to be nurturing or respond to his needs, he perhaps felt that he had to fend for himself. He thought, no one is going to look after me, so I need to take care of myself in whatever way I can. In fact, when the principal shouted at him, it triggered memories of his new mother shouting at him and made him feel fearful and angry again. The feeling of fear and anxiety was also compounded by feelings of anger against his father for neglecting him and for not supporting him when his new mother behaved unfairly with him. Since Ankit spends most of his time at school also thinking about his difficult home circumstances, he often feels anxious and angry. He shows these behaviors in different ways, by snatching things and taking things that do not belong to him, or by displacing the anger he actually feels against his father and new mother at school in his classroom or peer circle. How can you, as Ankit's teacher, help him? Begin by validating Ankit's feelings of anxiety and anger. You could say, Ankit, I know that things have been really hard for you at home. It must not have been easy for you to have lost a mother you really loved. Maybe you still think of her and wish she was with you, like we all feel about people we have loved and lost. I'm not sure what your dad's reasons were for remarrying, but I understand that you are unhappy with your new mother, that you feel that she behaves in ways that are unfair or inconsiderate to you, and that makes you feel angry. That your dad does not say very much to support you might also be making you feel sad, hurt, and angry. This would help Ankit feel that someone understands his difficult experiences, struggles at home, and his feelings, which he finds hard to manage. Such an empathic approach would also help him feel that he can expect to receive support and understanding, at least at school, from his teacher, even if he's unable to do so at home. Then, help him understand his anger and aggression related behaviors. You could say, when we frequently think about difficult things that happen to us, the hurt and anger we felt at that time keeps coming back. And sometimes this anger comes out on other people, like how you often easily become angry with your classmates and friends here. Is it possible that this anger is really against your parents, but since you are unable to show it against them, it comes out onto your friends? What do you think? This would help Ankit develop insight into his frequent anger outbursts and fights with his classmates and friends. This understanding is important for him because it will help him feel less confused about his emotional responses and also possibly move towards managing his anger in different ways. Next, discuss with him his behaviors of snatching and taking things that do not belong to him. You could say, Ankit, when people snatch things from others or do not take permission before taking other people's belongings, there are always reasons for it. Sometimes people do this when they feel uncertain or afraid that they will not get what they need or ask for. Like when you are at home and you ask for things you need or want, your parents often do not respond to you. Maybe this has made you feel that the only way to get what you need is by forcing someone to give it to you or taking it without their permission. I understand the difficulty you're having, but we can talk about other ways in which you could get what you want or need. There are ways that will not hurt and upset others and also not get you into trouble. This would help him understand possible reasons for where some of his difficult behaviors come from in ways that are accepting of his difficult experiences, also without being judgmental of him. Other assistance to offer Ankit in the classroom and beyond. Ask him to let you know on days he feels especially sad or angry about his family so that he can come and talk about it. Ensure you tell him that you will not share his troubles with anyone so that he does not have to worry about being embarrassed or humiliated in front of his classmates. Teach Ankit anger management techniques like leaving the space when he feels his anger rising and relaxation techniques including deep breathing, going for a run, listening to music, or doing something that helps him feel calmer and happier. As days go by and Ankit tries out some of his new behaviors, tell him that change is always difficult for everyone, that you are really proud of his efforts and progress. With his permission, ask to meet with his family, maybe even his father first. Explain how much Ankit desires love and family relationships and how helpful it would be if at least his father would develop a relationship with Ankit, By visiting him at school, taking an interest in Ankit's activities and progress, spending some fun and quality time with him, and being responsive to his material needs. Remember, angry, aggressive children who behave in socially inappropriate ways are often those who are neglected and unloved at home. A caring and nurturing experience provided by the school and its teachers can also serve as an alternative and corrective experience for such children and make a world of difference to their emotions and behaviors.